everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Lunch. I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Alex Evans.
And I'm Dana Hill.
Yeah, so this is pretty much it's a podcast where entertainers talk about entertainment. That's right. Quick enough.
Quick, easy, straight to the point.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
punchy.
This week we've got a lot of movies to review and things. Before we get into that, anything big happened in the last couple weeks? Because we did record a podcast that, well, we couldn't get the settings right. So this is our real first podcast.
So we took a nice little soft run there. We got a couple good clips out of it, but after that, we realized that it was a little bit too jumpy for you guys. So yeah.
Yeah. So, and last time we actually talked about the movie Pig, which we won't this time, and Nicolas Cage will be very happy that we don't talk about the movie Pig.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you should still see it.
Yeah.
Or not.
Please watch it. Oh. Okay.
So
So before we talk about, all right, Dana, let me ask you this opinion here.
Yeah.
All right. We're driving down the center of the state, Alex and I, and we're going to Orlando. And I see all these signs that say beef jerky coming up, right? Like, you know those little Burma shave? It's like beef jerky coming up. Soon there's beef jerky. Turn soon for beef jerky. I'm like, this is pretty good. I'm getting excited about beef jerky. So then it says beef jerky here, right next to a very old pickup truck. And she would not let me stop and get some beef jerky. So,
look, all I'm saying is if you see beef jerky on the side of a pickup truck, that's high quality beef jerky right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That man knows his beef jerky.
I know. I like, those guys know beef jerky. And
you know it wasn't just beef.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, there's also a good chance we're getting killed getting said beef jerky. I was like, nope.
So what you're saying is it's not all just, animal jerky. There's also, people jerky in there as well.
Correct.
Very
you don't know what you're getting in that jerky.
you know what? In life, there are risks. And when it comes to
good beef jerky is worth it.
And when it comes to beef jerky, honestly, I think it's worth it.
I'm just excited that you guys saw a billboard in Florida that wasn't Morgan and Morgan for the people. So that's what I'm excited about.
Offices, Fort Myers.
I'm so glad I decided. I was like, I'm going to bring the dog in. She's quiet. She will sit there and sleep. And now for some reason, she's barking at something literally right next to me.
Alert.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Really
the blinds are closed. It can't be an Amazon truck. I don't know what it is, but I'll give her one more chance. Then I'm going to have to remove her. So let's see how she goes.
I mean, she'd be like, give her one more chance, then I'm going to have to put her down.
No, I'm just going to take her to another room. Like, okay.
That's actually what happened to John Wick, is those guys actually live next door, and they were trying to record a podcast, and John Wick's dog would not stop barking.
And to find out, all he had to do was just give it some jerky, and it would have been quiet. I mean, that's all
what I'm saying. But he couldn't stop at a truck.
He could not stop
because his wife was like, "It looks shady."
Yeah, we're going to die.
So
4 movies later, we finally found out. Yeah. So, how you guys been? Holiday season coming up. You guys excited? You got everything all ready for the holidays?
Yes, because Amazon exists.
Right. I literally just ordered 3 presents that are supposed to be coming in the next couple of days because we have one of our family Halloween parties. Yes, holiday parties coming up in a couple of days. So,
so has this happened to you, by the way? So we were looking at the new Ninja Creamy thing, right? The ice cream maker or whatever, and we're looking at it. I'm like, huh. So we look at it, and I go to the studio. And I'm like sitting there at my desk. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll look at it again. And I looked and it said purchased. And I'm like, I don't think I purchased it. But apparently there's a button that says add to next delivery. It's just a simple, you push it. There's no confirm. It's just like a done.
You got it.
Instant. It's wild. Yeah.
So
we have a Ninja Creamy.
You got a Ninja Creamy now.
We got a Ninja Creamy.
Just come visit you guys.
We got an ice cream. We also, over Black Friday, got a full-on coffee espresso latte maker, and it is amazing. So now we have a whole cafe happening in our kitchen. Ice cream, coffee, You got it. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Not much. I actually thought about you guys this afternoon because, I know Alex is making candles. She's really big into making candles. You guys told me about that. And I saw that Bath and Body Works had a pizza and ranch candle. I'm intrigued. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't smelt it yet. But word on the streets is Bath and Body Works has a pizza and ranch candle, which doesn't compare to Alice's dirt candle that you made.
Yes, so, I did make a dirt candle one. That was awesome. Yes.
Dana came down and we're like, this one smells like cemetery soil.
Yes. It smells amazing. Dead bones.
Whoever made that Bed Bath & Beyond candle is probably the same person that did those Lay's recipes for a while. They probably got fired.
Yes.
And Bed Bath & Beyond are like, listen, we love what you did with that crap.
You're hired. Yes.
Give him a raise.
I do want to smell that. I wonder what the flavors that would be. It's actually interesting
probably
when you
pizza
go.
And ranch.
What did he say?
Probably pizza and ranch.
Yeah, but like, how do you make the pizza and how do you make the ranch flavoring? Like, because when you go to like the candle website, they give you all these like random flavors that you're never like, what would these two go together to make? Obviously, someone's figured out how to make a pizza and a ranch using these
but here's
random
the thing.
things.
Those two things are not things that you walk into a room and go, somebody got some ranch open? I smell. Are we having a ranch tonight? It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, that's wild.
But next time I'm telling you, now you guys are gonna see them all. Be like, hey, did you guys come in here for the pear? Nope. Pizza and ranch, baby. Pizza and ranch.
You know that if that's sitting on your kitchen table, somebody will come into you later and say, listen, I think this dip is too solid. Because somebody's going to be trying to I'm trying to dip my pizza in this ranch. Okay.
I like how we're a podcast of entertainers talking about entertainment, and we have not talked a single bit about entertainment. And we're 6 minutes into this podcast. That's fantastic.
Okay, it's what's going to be. Okay, so, all right, so let's move on to movie-wise. I don't know, Dana, your theater's doing this too. Our theater's doing like a flashback cinema type thing. Mm-hmm. And yours is too. So we went to go see Back to the Future in IMAX. Ours doesn't call it IMAX. It calls it something else. But yeah.
I think this one was actually called IMAX.
Oh, it was. Okay. So this was not the off-brand IMAX.
No,
we usually go to
IMAX.
We go to the Temu Theater. I don't know if you guys have a Temu Theater near you. And then it's kind of like, I think it's like HMAX. It's like, it's close, but you should try it.
No, this one was actually IMAX. We splurged. Yeah.
Which we had talked about, the possibility of going to the 4D, but they said that I can't even imagine with the chair shaking the entire time the DeLorean's revving up for 88. I couldn't. I would want to, but I didn't. I couldn't go. I didn't go to that one.
It felt good to see that on the big screen, right?
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, you're finding out that a lot of these films who made it big during the film eras, it's great to experience that. And we'll talk about this later on the podcast with an interview that we're going to bring up. But it's great to experience these big cinematic pieces in the theater, especially with your family, your friends, to make the memories. If you have kids that didn't actually go to see it. Of course, this is the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. So, yeah, I was too young to see it in the cinema.
Right.
But I had seen it, and I had seen it plenty of other times beforehand in cinema, but yeah, it's great to be able to go back. And during the holiday season, there's a lot of theaters who are bringing back Christmas Vacation. They're realizing
the Grinch.
The Grinch, it's coming out and playing. So it's great to see these things in the theater. And a lot of times, sometimes you can actually find out they're actually charging less. It's like a discounted rate to see these older classics.
Yeah, my cousin actually owned a theater in Kentucky for a while, and he'd show the older ones. And I know there's like a flat rate for showing it for like a week. So he could just kind of charge a lot less for those. So and again, I think Regal down here is doing random ones every day. Yeah. And a lot of times they're holiday based, like they just had planes, trains, automobiles. They have the Grinch, things like that. But that's a great way to experience those.
They even have like mystery ones. Like 1 o'clock, it's mystery movies. Like you don't know what it is. Like not a mystery movie.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not an old movie. This is a new release movie but they do not tell you what it is. You buy a ticket, and you don't know the genre. You don't know anything. I mean,
really?
Yeah, and I've been wanting to do it, but obviously we can't take our daughter because we could walk in and we're like, look, it's actually Terrifier 5, you know, or whatever. It's like the Midsummer Uncut. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. The fact that it's newer ones, I figured, like you said, there'd be something like, oh, you go in all of a sudden, Plan 9 from Outer Space, which, by the way, I would go see in cinema, but or something like that, you know, just to that's pretty cool.
But see, the people that go, like, if I went there and all of a sudden it started, and it was like some stop motion Army Man movie, I'd be like, all right, what you got?
You're in it. You're there.
I'm like, okay, somebody cared enough to record this.
Can I say, going back to like how they re-released Back to the Future, we got to see it in IMAX, but I know some other theaters just saw it like regular release, like regular screenings, right? Anyway, AMC for their Back to the Future had like the new DeLorean popcorn bucket, right? And so I was like, it's going to sell out. First opening, like release day, I was there when they opened, which was like 10 a.m., right? Like first there. And I went to go get the Five Nights at Freddy bucket last week, right? So it's been like a month since Back to the Future's been out. And they still had Back to the Future popcorn buckets there. It made me very sad that people weren't buying that. Yes! It made me, I was like,
yeah, as soon as you guys told me about it, like I literally rushed to the closest. I was coming back from an event, and I found the closest AMC just to go get that because I like you, I knew they were going to sell out. So
nope. There's still that, which was like, oh, I wish people had more love for that movie, because normally those popcorn buckets sell out so quickly, but not the DeLorean. I was like really disappointed.
No, we just bought the Five Nights at Freddy's one, and they brought Avatar out, and that's going to sell out quick. I walked right past it, though. I was like, okay, no, I'm okay.
Did you guys, speaking of popcorn buckets, I know you guys are big collectors of those. Did you guys end up getting the Now You See Me popcorn buckets?
No, the one that's a magic trick?
It's actually a magic trick.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't get that. But, okay, so now popcorn buckets they did have are Wicked 2. You guys watched the... I think it's called The Wicked 2, We Still Wicked or something. I didn't see that because I saw the first one. So what did you guys think of it?
Oh, okay. All right. So first of all, I kind of wish the leading ladies would be a little less dramatic when they did their press tours. That's my first thing, right? Like I was thinking I want them to be more professional, but I know they're both highly professional people. But I feel like we need a little less drama every time they interview, like they get asked a question, right? So you go in, you try and push that behind you when you watch this movie, right? And first of all, I haven't read the book. I believe it's based on a book, and I haven't ever seen the musical. So my first time knowing anything about Wicked was seeing the first movie, and then I found out there was a second movie, and I was like, well, I guess we're seeing the second movie. So anyway, my big takeaway was that Elfie and Galinda, right? Several times they get together like, oh, goodbye. We're never going to see each other again. Oh, it's so sad, right? Surprise. They see each other again. Then they do the same thing. Oh, so sad, right? Then like it happens a couple of times. So by the ending, when they're legitimately never going to see each other again, it kind of was like, is this it? Like what's next? It was kind of annoying. Like, I wish they had not seen each other for the whole movie, and at the end, actually, like, that was it, kind of thing. That was my big thing. I just felt that was a little bit too much. Also, I know they added some, like, original songs. I don't think they were needed. I don't even know which ones weren't, but, like, I felt like the songs sometimes were a little out of place. It was like, oh, stop the story, gotta sing a song.
I'm sorry, let me interrupt you. That's how I feel with every musical I've ever seen. Because I'm like, how do they all know the words? Do we not? I mean, except for Greatest Showman, obviously that makes sense.
That one makes sense. Right. Yeah.
Well, the fact that they're all they have choreographed dances together. I mean, they've worked on it.
They know. They were my two big takeaways. I kind of was like, maybe this could have just been one movie. Honestly, I think it would have been fine. That was my thing. Like I said, my thing was I wish one movie, maybe less songs and less seeing each other once they're going to say goodbye, because it was like by the ending I thought was a really powerful ending. If we hadn't had these times in the middle of the movie where they're like, oh, we're never going to see each other again. Goodbye.
Dana, what did you think?
Okay.
Because Dana, you are a Wizard of Oz fanatic.
Yeah.
At least your parents are. So
yes,
you are
my father was one of the biggest Wizard of Oz fans that I've ever met. And in fact, he loves it so much. He collects things, and we got it to where that he could only collect things from. At first, it was just the Wicked Witch stuff, and then it ended up being just Flying Monkey stuff because he had so much Wizard of Oz memorabilia. So, with that said, I didn't realize that he and my sister and mom had actually gone to see the musical. I like Alex, I had never seen the musical before. I have no clue what the runtime is on the musical, but seeing Wicked, the first one in theaters, was my first experience with Wicked. And I loved it. I thought the first one was great. I showed it to the girls. Now, with it being a 3-hour runtime or 2 and some change runtime, we had to go ahead and do a 2-night thing with it so they could watch it. But they were pumped. They were super pumped about going to see the second one, as was I. And I, like you, I believe there's some things that, not knowing what was in the musical and comparing the two, I can't compare apples to apples. There seems like there were some things that they could have kind of cut out for time purposes, just to make it just kind of go smoothly. But I mean, I liked it. I liked the fact that it coalesced with the original Frank L. Baum book of The Wizard of Oz, how it brought in Dorothy and where these characters came from, the origin stories that you may not have known about that I'm sure they came up with for that. I mean, it's a nice little take on it. And like Alex said, the ending on it was a very impactful way to end it. Of course, and the way it starts, it's a good bookend. The way the original Wicked starts is how the Wicked for Good ends. So it all kind of just ties together with that. But yeah, but I will be honest with you on this. So I'd seen an article right beforehand talking about the weight level of the actresses before and after the movie and how much weight they had lost. And seeing that article before watching the movie, I could not unsee it in their characters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it seems like in their press tours, they had lost a lot of weight during the filming of the film. And
everybody.
I saw that. But everybody else. So.
And then one person mentioned like that it could be because it's so taxing. Like you always hear about these when they go on concerts, these singers it's so taxing. It almost is, well, obviously concerts that much are unhealthy because you get down to such a low weight.
Yeah, but like I said, I thought it was fun. Anything that Jeff Goldblum is in is always
I
fun.
Agree.
So I think he did a good wizard.
I saw the first Wicked later when it was on, came out, we streamed it. But the whole thing is, I don't need people to go back to stories and show me how this bad person is redeemable. I want some irredeemable bad guys in my past. I also don't need to see the Wicked Witch in a love scene. I mean, I did hear about that. They're like, okay, probably shouldn't have. Nope, probably could have fast forwarded that. It's like.
I went with Juliet, a 9-year-old. I took her to the bathroom. I could see it coming. I'm like, time to go. Like, let's.
It's a lot of green. So it's. So I don't know. I did the music. Honestly, I think the first one is great. But if people have always said, I have heard the music in the first one kind of overshadows the other.
Yeah.
I
did like the music. I like the music from the first one a lot better than the second one. There was more memorable
correct
things in the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. But Jeff Goldblum,
whenever you saw it's like when Mary Poppins 2 came out some years back. I still haven't seen it, but I know the first Mary Poppins is so iconic, and you remember those songs. And everyone, when they talked about the second Mary Poppins, they were like, they couldn't tell you a single song. They didn't walk out singing Spoonful of Sugar, right? So I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that. The first one was I like the music better on that one.
That's true, and it's probably like same with Frozen. The other ones tried to get it, they just could not get what that first one did. Although this is from the same play, but I think it's still the fact remains.
Sure.
I must admit, I never really listened to Adriana Grande's music, but she can sing. Like, wow. Like watching her sing, and she can hit those really high notes, and it looks effortlessly to her. Effortless. It's amazing. Like, I was like.
Okay, the irony that you had so much problem saying the word effortless. It wasn't effortless.
I was like, how do I say this word? I don't know.
Ariana Grande singing like a Broadway play, and you're like, I'm just struggling with the word effortless.
Yeah, I'm like dying over here. Yeah. No, but I did have a lot of respect for her. I think she's very talented.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the vocal range on both the people, I mean, was
amazing.
Great, but yeah, so.
So, okay, so this one you've not seen is Zootopia 2.
I'm excited to hear your take on this.
You haven't seen it?
So, I have not. So, there was we made a decision. A decision was made, all right? So, and we're going to talk about this actually coming up soon, if I was able to go see a cinematic masterpiece, then the girls were going to go see something else, and they went to go see Zootopia 2.
Right.
I went to go see something else during that time. We'll talk about it in a bit. But only thing I know about it is that there's a beaver in it, and he says, "Hey, bub." And that's the only thing. My girls love that part.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to hear what you guys say about it.
Okay, so we first say, going into Zootopia 2, I felt very prepared because I was like, you know what? I've seen Zootopia 1, so let's do this.
10 years ago.
Right. Sure. But then I got in there, and about 10 minutes in, I'm like, I don't think I know who these people are. And I'm getting very confused. I'm like, it's not coming back to me. And I honestly have not seen Zootopia 1. I saw Madagascar. So, because I was like,
wow,
the penguins might be taking a while coming out. So
hang on.
Apparently
You've
they're
never
cops.
seen Zootopia?
I haven't. You're just finding this out for the first time?
You've seen Zootopia.
I don't think I have.
Wow.
It didn't stand out to me. Yeah, I know. Wow. So I will say I laughed a lot because that whole bub thing, like your kids are correct. There are so many laugh out loud moments in this. And I told Alex halfway through it, I'm like, this almost gives you renewed faith in Hollywood because they crushed it. Disney put a lot on this, but they hit it out of the park.
Absolutely.
Everything, the story is so well balanced. There's a nice little twist at the end. All the characters are so well developed. And you've got Kronk, who, Patrick Warburton as the mayor.
Mayor.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Every time he said something, I would end up laughing. Like every time. It was just hilarious.
Yeah. He's incredible as that. I mean, he plays one character, obviously.
I'm not going to lie. When you just said Kronk, I literally got giddy thinking that Cusco and Kronk were in this film. And I was like making a cameo, like a Disney cameo in an animated film.
That would be fantastic. Like they're going to do the multiverse thing. Yeah. No.
Kronk and Zootopia.
No, he plays a horse in this. But I think it's incredible. The mayor.
Because he's a horse.
I just got that. Is that
mayor?
Hey, okay, yeah. Hey, there we go. There we
go.
Yeah.
A second.
So honestly, I would highly, highly recommend this movie. You feel the same way, Alex?
We went 4 adults and Juliet, our 9-year-old, with it, and I think us adults laughed more than her. She still loved it, but we were laughing more.
Oh,
so I haven't laughed that much out loud in a movie for a very long time. It was really fun. I really liked it. One thing you realize right off the bat, maybe you didn't because you haven't seen Zootopia 1, but it's set like Zootopia 1, and it's like the next week, bam, Zootopia 2, even though it's been like 10 years between the movies. So like there's not like a huge time separation. They're like, bam, Yeah.
And you can tell because the characters haven't aged at all, which is incredible how they've done that, which
no wrinkles to be shown, or
they should really teach Stranger Things people that thing, that technology.
That means I'm really going to have to go see it. Yeah, I'm sure my girls will go see it again because I think the last time I had a laugh out loud moment at the theater was we went to go see the Naked Gun Liam Neeson movie.
Yes,
and that was fantastic.
Yes,
so good. Yeah. I mean, I laughed so much, so I have to go check that out. Man.
That was the last one. Yeah,
Naked Gun. I have gotten so many people to watch it at my house or wherever. I'm like, you got to watch it. At least you got to watch this scene with the chili dogs. It's so. I mean, I walk out thinking he did it. He nailed it. It was different. It was funny. It was I can see Leslie Nielsen up there and having going, good job.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah, it was great.
One thing I did notice about Zootopia 2, I think it's kind of meant for like school-age children upwards, right? Upward to adults, right? I don't think it's really meant for like the younger kids. That would be my only thing if you... Oh, babies. Like if you have younger kids and babies, then this is... Hold off. Wait till they're older and then go see it.
Baby Einstein.
No cubs or little Joeys. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, Zootopia 2, highly, highly recommended. So
absolutely.
Now going on to the one that Dana was just talking about, this was something that we saw a poster for a month or two ago. And this is sad because this is something that we talked about last podcast and we were excited about. And now
this is the podcast you guys will never ever hear or see, by the way.
You will never.
So.
Yeah, because there were some Tarantino facts I didn't know that were put forward on this. But so anyway, I forgot the Tarantino fact, by the way. You're going to remind me. But this is Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, which is 1 and 2 put together. Because it's just volume 1 and 2, correct?
Yes, that's it. So Kill Bill is Quentin Tarantino's 4th film. For people who know Tarantino lore, he said that he wanted his legacy to be 10 films. That was it.
Yeah.
And this was his 4th and theoretically his 5th film. And The Whole Bloody Affair is he put it together. This is the way he wanted this film to be seen. The two put together. He only played it in his theater in Los Angeles because he had to have the right sound, the right lighting. He had to have it to a T. And he actually talked about it in a podcast earlier this year. They had shown it, and the director of the podcast was talking to him and said, "Do you ever plan on having it go wide release?" He's like, "I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that have to kind of go with it." And I saw it on a social media post that said, "Hey," or I think IGN was like, "Hey, by the way, Whole Bloody Affair is going to be released December 5th." And I immediately called you. I was like, "Oh," I sent you the post, and I knew we had to go see it. It was,
yeah. So I have not seen, for some reason, somehow in my life, I have not watched Kill Bill 1 or 2, which is surprising. Every time I tell someone that, they're just blown away.
Yeah, I was shocked when you said that you had never seen Kill Bill before. You had seen Tarantino films, but not
I have
Kill Bill 1 or 2.
And Tarantino, I'm not like a fanboy. I think some are like Inglourious. That was him, correct? Inglourious.
Yep. Inglourious. Yeah.
And so I think Tarantino does a good job. But I haven't seen those. I'm not like a Tarantino film. I'm not clamoring to go watch it.
Sure.
So now Kill Bill, interesting. You love the films, and you went into this.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I told my wife, because just so you guys know, going in, it is 1 and 2 put together with a 10 to 15 minute, I believe, intermission in the middle of it between the two. It is 4 hours and 45 minutes. So it's not a movie. You're not going to watch a movie. It's an experience, right? If you go in there, it's a long haul. It really is. You go into the theater with the sun up, and you come out, and the sun and the moon is up in the sky. What just happened? Right?
Yeah, I know.
But and me seeing the films in the past, I could tell the extra little scenes that were added because Tarantino. Essentially, it's like watching Lord of the Rings, the director's cut. It's a lot of extra things that are added. There's more so in Kill Bill Volume 1 than in Volume 2, but that are added. But yeah, it's glorious. It's just like it should be. It's if you have seen Kill Bill, definitely try to watch the two of them if you have the time, even if you have to break it up. But I suggest watching the two together because that's how you should watch it. And even if you haven't ever seen Kill Bill, this is the perfect way to go in and just experience it. But I would definitely recommend seeing it in a theater experience because that's how it was meant to be seen. So.
I agree. And I'll tell you too, not seeing it before, after I watched the first one, I was kind of like, that's it, because the first one is very, the second one's far better, in my opinion, watching them back to back. The one, I was like, I couldn't imagine going to see one in the theater and feeling complete. I'm like, it was rough.
So it's tough to feel good, but the way that they end it you go up there and it kind of makes you want to see more. It's kind of like one of those, like watching a TV show or something and they cut it off and you had to wait a week to see the next episode. But I mean, just, you have to admit, okay, I know you said that you didn't like Volume 1 as much as you like Volume 2, but come on, the fight scene with Oshi Ren and the Crazy 88s. I mean,
was that the first one?
That's the first one. Yeah, that's at the very end. The fight scene at the end with the Crazy 88s and the Go-Go and the girl with the big ball and the chain yeah. So,
you're right, and you can see some
character.
You can see some John Wick stuff like pulled from that too. You can see some of that Wick that was pulled from just a bizarre, just over the top kill scenes. I did like it. Now I will say, watching it through the second, I loved the second. It was good. Now Tarantino, I think he writes his stories around the camera shots he wants. Because it's like all built about camera shot, which sometimes can come off as artsy, but I think it works to his advantage in this. Sure. I will say there's a point where, you know what, I'm fine ruining this because it's 10 years old. So if you have not seen it at this point.
If you plan on visiting a Blockbuster after tonight, I'm sorry. If you haven't,
just be kind and rewind. But so anyway, Uma Thurman is like, she's being buried alive at one point. And they put her in the coffin, nail it down, give her a flashlight, and she's down there, but they're about to throw dirt on it. And so she wants to save the flashlight's battery, so she turns it off, and she's being buried alive in a small coffin, right? And they're throwing the dirt on top of her. And Tarantino, of course, when she turns the lights off, everything's dark. It's just black. Right? The whole theater's black. The can lights even go down. The whole theater's just black. And because you're in a theater, you've got that full surround sound of that dirt falling on you. And it was one of the most panic-inducing moments I think I've had in movies. Because I'm like, that is uber terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like insane how just terrifying that is.
You hear the dirt, you hear the deep breathing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember I turned to Hunter, I'm like, I'm about to lose it. I gotta go stand outside. I mean, it's
yeah. And of course, nowadays everyone tries to do jump scares. You don't need jump scares, right?
No.
Just
it's in your mind.
It's psychological.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I also didn't see the ending coming. I'm not gonna ruin the ending just in case you haven't seen it, honestly. But for some reason, I was involved in the story enough where I didn't see that, and that had not been spoiled for me, which was kind of like, I like it. Well played.
Yep.
Is Lucy Liu only in the first one, or is she in the second one too?
Yes. She mainly plays in the first one. In the second one, it's just little shots of whenever they come in to try to get the bride, but it's her main role is in the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I like Lucy.
Yeah, so essentially, if you've never seen the Kill Bills, the first one is going to be Vivica A. Fox and Lucy Liu's character. In the second one, you've got Madsen's character, and then gosh, what's her name? Anyway, she has the eye patch. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. And then of course David Caruso.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's so. All right, so Kill Bill Ho, Bloody Affair, definitely recommend.
Glorious, especially if you can see it in the theater, especially.
Yeah. Exactly.
Unless you have Dolby DTS Atmos 7.1 surround sound all around your house,
Who would have that? So now we're talking about a movie that is in our wheelhouse that we are pretty excited about because we all have a background in magic, so we do know that from the stage and from everything else.
And this, of course, being actual illusion magic, not Magic the Gathering, just to throw that out there.
Been fooled by that a lot. I've went into places. I mean, I went into places for shows, and I went by and I see a shop that says magic. I go in, and I'm like, extremely disappointed.
Those are playing cards.
Yes, those are okay. Well, I guess I can shuffle these, but he's going to yell at me. But so we went to see Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which is Now You See Me 3. I'll let you tell. What do you think about this is a different way because it's been a while since the last Now You See Me. I don't know when the last one came out. Was it 10 years? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure the exact time frame on it. I will say that it kind of so the second one was very. The great thing about the Now You See Me's are they're very Ocean's 11 of the magic world.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's very, very well thought out. You don't see the ending coming. And then you see the plan, how it all planned out to get to the income that it, or to the outcome that it did. So that's the great thing about these magic night scenes. Based on the success of the first one, the second one, they just were like, what can we get away with? Right.
Yeah.
And it seems like the third one, it kind of just, they tone it back a bit. They said, okay, we know what we could do. Now let's just go ahead and soften it up and just go for storyline.
That's where I came to, because the second one was the same way. The first one I'm watching, I'm like, oh, cool. That's a cool way to do that. You know, I mean, they really did it without angry magicians. You know, you did reveal some things, but it was such a bizarre world that it was like, okay, but it's technically possible. The second one, while technically possible, we were like, come on, man. Like, the throwing the card back and forth, it's like, no, come on. But you're right. The third one, they really went on to that actual like the one time they have that magic where they do the tricks back and forth in the magic castle, or whatever they're calling it in that. But it's really neat.
Yeah, and coming from a magic standpoint and the background of magic, there's a part in the film, and this isn't spoiling anything by any means, so don't kill me in the comments, but they go to essentially like a fun house, I guess is the best way to say it, but and it literally is just filled with magic lore and all the different little different things. As a magician, we've seen this in the past, and so that was kind of a cool thing, being able to know the insides of magic, and then them kind of showing it off in there. But I will say this, for a lot of people who don't believe, you're talking about throwing cards a second ago, I did notice this, that when they're one of the characters, it's actually James Franco's brother. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But he was in there, and his whole thing is he throws playing cards at people, and they're just like, oh, John Wick style, bobbing and weaving his playing cards. People do not take a playing card for granted, because those things hurt. All right. Joey and I have had a playing card battle before at a magic convention. And there was at one point, after 3 minutes of us throwing, just a bunch of magicians throwing playing cards at each other, it hit a steel wall behind us. You hear a loud, and we instantly stop and say, it's about time to stop. And there's a few people that have scratches on them.
And cuts.
Cuts.
Because it just started. It starts like, that's pretty a magician's food fight, right? You're sitting there showing magic to each other. And then you're like, okay, is this your card? And then you just hit them. And they're like, oh, is this yours? Is this yours? And then there's a pause. People are like, we doing this? And then dive behind couches. Everyone's like, wham. And you hear them. Zzz, zzz, and they're, I mean, these things are flying. It's insane.
When you get one of the entertainers, and we're not going to tell you the venue because I want to be invited back sometime, but there's still probably a playing card inside the ceiling of this.
Yes. It's really.
I don't know if you were there at the time, Alex. I don't know if you were there for that one or not. It was
I don't know if I was.
Yeah. But,
I've heard about this said incident, but yes.
Yeah.
So I will say also, to the movie, I was happy that they got the guy, they got the wizard from the D&D movie to be in it. Justice Smith, I think his name is, which I loved him in the D&D movie. And so he's back to being a magician in this. I think this was a good way to incorporate a new cast with the old cast. And it was a weird thing. There's a neat twist at the end. I'm not going to I think it was good. It was odd. The whole thing is that they do this whole thing where every time a movie will come in with a new cast, they always have to show the new cast is so much better than the old cast. Like there'll be like, especially when it came to lock picking and stuff. And I'm like, well, you don't really need to do that. I think the first movie did it so well, but everyone was good at what they did.
Yeah, they had their own thing.
I felt like the writers had never, ever interacted with someone older than them on a professional level. Like the interactions that they had, like you said, the lock picking. I'm like, I see what you're doing, but it's not a way that people act like that. Like people don't say that, just the dialogue, particularly when they're trying to pick this lock, or then like, because they kind of break off with like the the new and the old and like their respective like specialty. They go walking through this funhouse together, and the way they talk is very clunky. That kind of bothered me a lot, actually. I don't know. That was just me.
It did turn into a bit of a generational battle.
Yeah,
you know,
there you
which
go.
is
Yeah.
which is a kind of odd thing. And the first one had 4 horsemen. The second one had a 5th one introduced because Isla Fisher, I think, was pregnant at the time and couldn't be in it.
Yeah.
So had a 5th one. So this one, I think 4 or 5 horsemen, okay, good. I think 9 or 10 is probably too much. You know, it's like that's a lot of horsemen. But that being said, I think I did like this better than the second one.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think it was enjoyable. I think it's a fun stream. I think the first one's still the strongest one for me.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I enjoyed it. It was fun. And it had some surprises in it, some cameos. You're like, this is good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially when Superman showed up at the end. And wait, was I not supposed to reveal that it's a DC movie?
Spoiler!
Whoa!
There's some universe building on that. So, okay, so yeah, that was this one. All right, now we can talk briefly about Stranger Things, or we can do that next time. What do you guys think? Have you guys all caught up on Stranger Things?
Yeah, I'm caught up, but I think maybe we can go ahead and because part 2, chapter 2 is coming out in like a week and a half. Because at the time of this recording, it's right before Christmas, and then the finale will be on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, whenever it is. So
I agree.
If we record another one before that time, we can always catch up with that.
Mention it then. But give me a quick grade on it. What do you think? What would you give it?
Out of what? 10?
A to F.
A to F.
A to F. We're gonna do school grade because they're still in school because these kids they're still kids. Although Millie Bobby Brown has like children now, still a kid. So, all right. So what do you think?
Ooh. Yes, I'm gonna give it an A because I think it's a different take on Stranger Things. It's very, I don't want to say it's dark, but it's laser focused on the mission at hand. If you've seen season 4, you know they're going after Vecna, and that's what this is all about. I mean, it's not. What? Oh well, but yeah, it's. I mean, I agree. They continue right off of that. I think it's. I think I'd give it an A.
Yep.
So
I'll go next, and I'm an A. I'm with you for all the reasons you said. You know, I think it's really good. Not again to ruining it. I think they did a really good job, especially the way they really brought it together at the end. Alex?
Okay, I really like it, but I am more like a B. I did not enjoy the first 2 episodes. It wasn't until the 3rd and 4th one that I was like, okay, you got me. But
kind of starts kicking in.
Like I like the first 2, I was like, oh, this is a lot. Like this is gonna, if this is the season, it's gonna drag on. But after seeing 3 and 4, I'm like, maybe we're getting a quicker pace. I've kind of read a very brief synopsis about the next 3 that are coming out Christmas Day, and I'm looking forward to them. I think, so I like the direction they're going, but I'm a little cautious just in case. So that's where I am.
Everything you said, just pretty much how I felt about Kill Bill 1.
Okay.
Could have been an email.
Right. So I did read an article. Of course, everything you read on the internet is true, right? So 100%. I don't know if this is true or not.
Abraham Lincoln said that. If you're looking for the quote,
just in case you look for the quote, he said on the Enterprise. So someone told me that the characters did not find out how they either got written off or how their character ended until their last day of filming. They couldn't get that part of the script until that was like their last scene they filmed. Like because they filmed different things.
Yeah, which is cool. I don't think they told them, any of the actors or Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk. Did you watch Supergirl trailer? What do you think? Briefly. What do you think?
I watched it right before, and I will say, it gave me I like it. I think the way that James Gunn has taken over the DC universe, I think he's doing good things with it. I liked the new Superman movie. It kind of got mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it because they didn't like the hiring of the Superman. I thought he did great.
I think so too.
But and of course people are always going to have their backhand. Oh well, they meant to do this, and you don't know that, right? But I will say that the trailer gave me a very speaking of James Gunn, even though it wasn't written or directed by James, it gave me a very Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibe to it, if that makes sense. Just her kind of, I mean, and it's yin and yang. Superman is this really just formal being, and then you got Supergirl, who's just laid. She's a teenager. She's your typical 6'7", whatever. So
yeah. I thought you were saying height. I'm like, she's unbelievably
she's
tall.
Definitely not.
Took me a while to get to 6'7" too. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Goodness gracious. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think I like her because it's going for that. There are different comic book tropes you could go with Supergirl, and they're going the damaged. Have seen Krypton. I've seen a lot, and kind of has that problem, which is kind of the opposite of what the WB did. They kind of went to pretty much the equivalent of Superman. So I'm interested. Hopefully he brings that Guardians of the Galaxy feeling in. And did you see Lobo? Yeah, Lobo show up in there, right?
La Boo Boo?
I didn't know.
La Boo Boo?
They're on the Love Boat? What?
Lobo. You didn't see Lobo? Lobo shows up there as, Jason Momoa is Lobo.
Yeah.
He shows up in the trailer. So
I'll have to rewatch it then.
I'm pretty excited about that.
So
yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. That's coming out next summer, correct? Next summer?
June. Yeah.
June. Okay, good. Yeah, that'd be a good summer release. I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now because that's DC talk about that, it goes into the WB. The big thing about the market is everybody's talking about the fact there's a potential sale of WB and HBO, and Netflix and Paramount are both kind of vying for this. So both of them have different ideas of what to do with WB and HBO. Both are huge companies looking at incorporating them. And there was an interview with Zachary Levi that I think was very interesting.
Shazam!
Exactly. Shazam. He's always going to be Chuck. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He will be Chuck, yeah.
Unless you're a kid, and then he'd be Flynn Rider.
He will be Flynn Rider. Yeah. Let's see here. And we go.
Hey, there you go.
All right, here we go. Here's what he actually said when asked about it.
I don't love the idea that anybody's going to buy Warner Brothers, to be perfectly honest. Warner Brothers has been a home for me for many years. I did Chuck there for 5 years. Shazam, both films, these are Warner Brothers DC films. I love Warner Brothers as a studio. I have a lot of friends there, but they've also been going through lots and lots and lots of issues over these last 10 years. First with the AT&T deal that was not good for them. Then with the Discovery deal that, ultimately with all of these consolidations, lots and lots of people are losing their jobs. More and more, I think great art is not being made. I think with the Netflix deal, it's particularly troubling because they don't really care about theatrical release. And I think that theatrical release is imperative for us. I think that not just from a financial modeling or, allowing filmmakers and artists to be able to, make a living making movies that go into theaters that people pay for tickets. But when we don't go to theaters, this is something that's, I think, driving us apart. Part of the theatrical experience for decades is that you go to a theater and you are surrounded by strangers, people that don't look like you, don't agree with you. It might come from different political or religious backgrounds, whatever it is. But that you can go watch the same movie and laugh in the same moments and cry in the same moments. And what that does is it reminds you either consciously or subconsciously that we're not all that different. And so when we don't go to the theater as people and we don't enjoy these things as a collective, we lose even more of that connective tissue. And I know that Netflix is, Sid Sarandos has said as much. He said, I think we can do film windows that, theatrical windows that are like a week or 2 weeks. And that's just simply not enough time, I think, to give a great film its opportunity in the theater. Some films don't even pick up their inertia until a few weeks in the theaters when word of mouth gets out and people start going to the theater and experiencing that as it was meant to be exhibited. And so I really don't love that. I don't love the consolidation. I don't love that with streaming, by the way. This is another issue that we have. and something that I'm actively trying to solve for. We don't own anything anymore. We're all just leasing everything. And I don't think that's right. I don't love the idea that as an artist I could go make something and there's no physical copy of it anymore because nobody's making DVDs or anything like that. And so it only lives on a streamer. And then the streamer decides, well, we don't want to put this on the service anymore. And it's gone. It's literally gone. I can't point my friends or family or fans to go watch what I made. It doesn't exist anymore because it's not on the streaming service anymore. And I don't think that's good either. I think we as the audience, we as the people, more and more of us are waking up to the fact that we are just renting everything. It's just subscription after subscription. I mean, by the way, I said this 15 years ago when everyone was cutting the cord on cable. I told all my friends, I said, do you realize what's going to happen? We're going to cut this $100 cord, this bill that's got all these channels and certainly some that we don't care about and we don't watch. And that's, why are we paying for all this? But then what's going to happen is we're going to have 10 subscriptions over a whole bunch of different services, and we're going to pay twice as much.
Pretty powerful. What he did talk about is this merger, something that a lot of people are talking about right now, right?
Sure.
And he touched on several things. I think number one, the big thing about not owning anything, we'll go into that too. But the whole idea of going to the movies, that right there, obviously since COVID, I don't think the movie industry has bounced back.
I think there was a problem of right after COVID, there wasn't enough movies to get people back to the movie theater. But I think Zootopia has helped. I think this year there's been a few movies that have helped get people back to be like, oh, that's right, we can go to the movies. I think that's been a step in the right direction there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And the surefire hits haven't truly hit. Like Marvel's in a bit of a slump. And DC is just hopefully finally coming back. And hopefully Marvel will too. I'm hopeful. But the big thing is looking at that, I can't imagine. I know a lot of people that I talk to are very apathetic about the movie theater now. They're like, I'll watch it on streaming. And that's fine because getting people to go to the movies, I have a handful of people that will still go with me. Other people will be like, I'll just wait to watch it at home. And I can't imagine those movies we grew up with, seeing them on the small screen. It's a different experience. So I want our kids and us to experience those movies as they should be on the big screen.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, and it's just like he said, it's one thing to sit at your house and it doesn't matter how big your screen is and laugh at a scene that you think was funny compared to being around 50 people and hearing their laughter as well with you. It makes it funny. It makes it more of an experience whenever you have or feel that kind of pain whenever people see a really tense moment. It might be one of those things where if you're sitting inside of a theater and you see a scene and you don't really think too much about it, but then you hear someone 2 rows back kind of gasp like, oh, then you sit there and think, oh wow, yeah, that's it makes you kind of think a little bit more about what you're seeing,
Yeah, and that's going opening weekend is so incredible because of all those people's reactions and laughing and all that. There's nothing like it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So Elizabeth Olsen said something kind of similar, how she doesn't make movies that will go for streaming. She wants people to, go to the movie theater. She thinks it's important for people to gather with other people that, friends or not friends and enjoy something together and have that sense of community. I think that's an important thing we need as people. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Tom Cruise did the same thing when he released Maverick because he could have put that on streaming too.
But he said no, he's going to wait. He's going to wait to see it that way. It's in the theater. And it's like today's generation especially, they're afraid of that social interaction, and it's just, they don't really want to be around people. Everyone's kind of more of a introverted type and they don't really necessarily want to have that experience. But
I was going to say, it was nice when we went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. There was a lot of people at that, like younger people at that movie theater. That was kind of good to see. I was like, this is something you don't see often. It was good to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're coming back, which is awesome.
Well, and kind of going back to what we're talking about with Tarantino with the that podcast I listened to, he said, because they were asking him about his 10th film, when he was going to do it. And he said he's in no rush. He's actually writing a play right now that he wants to put on the in London, in the West End in London, because he says that you don't know what the theater landscape is going to look like 3, 4, 9, 10 years down the road.
It's true. Yeah. So, okay. So now we are going to talk about Christmas is coming up. So we have all written our top 3. Now I found an article by Collider.
Before we do this, I have to talk about Christmas. There's something very important that you as a family and that us as a family do every Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we all know that one of the best Christmas movies of all time is Die Hard. So
undoubtedly.
Yeah, and Christmas in our families, in the Evans family and in the Hill family, Christmas does not begin until Hans Gruber falls off of Nakatomi Tower. It's just
that's
a given.
Yes.
So for the past few years, the Evanses and I, we have come up with the idea of watching Die Hard and playing it at the right time, where as soon as it happens, as soon as Hans Gruber is falling, that's midnight. It's Christmas Day. Right.
Well,
we watch it together. We have a great time with it. Now, mind you, I'm from North Carolina. They're down in Florida, but yet we still always watch it together doing that. And we talk about it. We call each other. So the first year we did it, we had timed it out. And we read online that people said, okay, well, if you do it at this time, that's when you do it. So we did that. And that is actually when Hans Gruber begins his descent. We didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, to us, that was not when Christmas started. Christmas starts when Hans Gruber hits the ground. So for my friends out there, we implore you, if you enjoy Die Hard, try it this holiday season. Okay. Start your movie. If you start it right at the beginning, right when the Fox logo is coming on, begin it at 9:57 and 3 seconds. 9:57
I like the 3
and 3
seconds.
Exactly.
3 seconds.
You have to do 3. You have to do 3 seconds. I'm telling you. 9:50. If it's 2 seconds, it still works. But 9:57 and 3 seconds.
Okay.
Get on your phone, get on your iPad, and get the. If you do that, as soon as you hear the, whenever he hits the ground, your clock will turn right at midnight. As soon as Hans Gruber hits the ground.
9:57.
9:57 and 3 seconds.
Yeah. Very important. You got to get the splatter.
9:57:03.
You know, and then after that, before you go to bed, you put out your cigarettes and your shoes.
For McLean, so that way
McLean to pick him up.
That's right, man.
When he visits your house.
Now I got a machine gun. So.
All right, I just set an alarm, by the way.
I'm
we better have it gone by then.
Oh, we're definitely going to talk more about it closer to So
yeah. So okay, so we've got the 10 greatest movie and TV Santas on Collider has given us this nice little list, but before then, we all came up with our 3. All right. So do you guys have them in any order? Do you have them just 3, or do you have them like 1, 2, and 3 actually ranked what you think is the best?
I do. I have 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 3, 2, 1, and an honorable mention, because my 3 and 2, or sorry, my 3. I had my honorable mention and my 3. Sorry, were very similar, and I was back and forth about them. But yeah, I've got 3, 2, 1.
All right. So who wants to go first on this?
I go.
So let's see here.
Do you want me?
Oh, yeah. You go ahead.
When you say those guys, I was like, where are we going? Okay. So my number 3 is one that a lot of people may not know about because it wasn't really advertised as a Christmas film, and they don't even know of him as a Santa. But it is Mel Gibson as Santa in a movie called Fat Man.
Really?
That is one of my I think it's just a strange role. Of course, Mel Gibson's a fantastic actor, but it's a strange take on Santa, and I like the fact that it was a different take on it. Just in case you've never seen Fat Man, it's all about a spoiled little kid who gets cold from Santa, and he gets upset, so he hires a hitman to go and kill Santa, essentially. And Santa is played by Mel Gibson, and he's like a retired guy in the middle of the woods, and who's just, and it's snowy, and I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of people don't know about it, but check it out. It's called Fat Man, and it's Mel Gibson's Fat Man. Yeah,
you've got okay. Did not see that coming.
If it's saying anything, do you want me to say my honorable mention now that I was back and forth between the two, or should I wait on that one?
Oh no. Wait on that one until after your 2.
Okay.
Because I've got one of those too. All right, so.
I want to do my number 3.
Do your number 3.
Okay, my number 3 is Santa Claus from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's Nightmare Before Christmas, and of course there's Santa Claus in it, so he's like, not the main guy, but it's a lot about him. I like, that representation of him as Santa, but I also kind of like the story of, so the voice in the movie is by a guy called Ed Ivory, but it was supposed to originally be Vincent Price. And, every time I see that movie, I always wish, like, what did that sound like? But when they were filming or recording the movie, his wife had just passed away, and that's what then started his health to deteriorate. So he wasn't like physically able to do it, unfortunately. But it's always one of the things like, I wonder what would have happened if he could have done it. Yeah.
That would have been incredible.
Cool. That would have been
That's all right. So my number 3 is Edmund Gwynn, the 1947 Miracle on 34th Street. I'll tell you, growing up, I did not like black and white movies, but for some reason, this one, his portrayal of Santa was just so spot on. I've seen a lot of the remakes. Remakes I hear are good. I barely remember him, but this one, he looks like Santa. He had the beard, the way he interacts with the kids. That right there, that's one of the most iconic Santas I remember.
I mentioned to this when we were talking about our list and putting them together before we got this segment. And I tell you, I had a bombshell and you were excited about hearing it. I will tell you right now that I have never seen Miracle on 34th Street, the original or the remake. I've never seen it. I know the iconic clips, every time a bell rings and Angel gets his wings. I know it, but I've never seen Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay. First of all, that is not from that. That is from It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, there you go. So that's why I haven't seen it.
Okay.
That's why I've never seen it.
I was like, do I have
you seen It's a Wonderful Life?
Yes, I have seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, I haven't seen Miracle on 34th Street. I know you're killing me, Smalls. But
is there a parade in Miracle on 34th Street? And
there,
like
yes, there
Macy's
is.
or something.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay.
But no, I've never seen it. I've never seen the original or the remake. So,
well, I don't even think you should be involved in Christmas.
Yes.
I'm just watch Die Hard. Die Hard and Naked Gun. And
I love the fact, like, I haven't seen Miracle on 34th Street, but I've seen Die Hard probably close to 80 times. So,
so I'm an expert of Christmas movies.
Okay, that's right. Put Gremlins and Lethal Weapon in my tank. Yes.
Yes.
So,
all right, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Kurt Russell's portrayal in Christmas Chronicles, which was released on Netflix a few years back, and it was got such good reviews. They came up with a second one, and the second one I thought was great too. But I really liked Kurt Russell's portrayal of Santa Claus in the Christmas Chronicles. I thought it was a really good one.
I agree. That is a good pick.
All right, my number 2 is Miracle on 34th Street, the 1947 one with Edward Gwynn. I like you. I think he is like that quintessential. That's Santa right there.
It really is. Dana, you got to see it. Got to show the kids. Get them past that black and white thing.
I'm cutting off early. I'm leaving. All right, let me go watch this movie.
It's really that good. All right. So my number 2 is a bit of a cheat because this guy has played Santa twice, and I'm counting him. I'm counting the actor as my number 2, and that is J.K. Simmons, who was the voice in Claus, and of course, he was the only Santa that you see bench pressing.
Yes,
Red One. Yeah.
It is in Red One. And Red One is an underrated Santa movie. I'm sorry, a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
It is. J.K. Simmons, honestly, first off, can do no wrong. J.K. Simmons is the man. So he is the voice in Claus, and then he's also in Red One. So his portrayal of Santa is great. I remember in Red One, when they're rescuing Santa, and he's just sitting there in the cell like, I'll get out of here. I mean, it's just that I like it. It's just it's really good. I love Simmons. Gene Simmons, not J.K. Simmons, not Gene. Yeah, Gene Simmons as Santa.
Something different.
That's very odd. Very. Yeah. But you actually put Gene Simmons inside of A Christmas Story and have him lick the pole and see if he can get off. Yeah, that's what you do.
That's what happened to him. That's how the tongue thing happened.
The whole thing happened, yeah.
So, okay, so before we go to honorable mentions.
Yeah. So this is the one where I was back and forth with between 3 and this one. And my honorable mention.
Can I guess?
Yes. Take a guess.
Is it David Harbour?
is David Harbour in Violent Night.
He was my honorable mention too.
Yeah, David Harbour in Violent Night. It's just another take on Santa. It's just he nailed it. I mean, of course, David Harbour got really big with Stranger Things, and you see him on this, and you're just like, oh, yeah. Of course, So I mean, Santa just being a hitman is great. You know,
I agree. Yeah.
He was your honorable mention.
He was my honorable mention.
My honorable mention was going to be Tim Allen in the Santa Claus, but for me, Tim Allen is not Santa. He'll always be Buzz Lightyear.
Tim the Toolman.
I was like,
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear. I was like, he's a really good Santa, but I'm sorry, he's Buzz Lightyear. So, yeah, that's why I didn't have him on the list.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Dana, what is your number one?
My number one Santa is from a 1943 film called Miracle on 34th. No.
47.
my number,
Go ahead.
No, my number one Santa is Buzz Lightyear, i.e. Tim Allen from the Santa Claus. Tim Allen Santa Claus, all three films, it's just an iconic role. He played it well. I mean, even his fights with Jack Frost. I mean, I think he did great. And to a lot of generations, the fact that they made three of the films, they kind of grew up seeing Tim Allen as Santa Claus. Yeah. It wasn't just a one-off. I mean, it was a series of films. And then, of course, Disney Plus made the series about it. I mean, because
great show.
The clauses. Yeah. But yeah, so my number one is Tim Allen from the Santa Claus series.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, I had that there too. I was like, oh, yeah. My number one is Kirk Russell in the Christmas Chronicles.
Hey.
I think, I really enjoy that show. It's been a while since I've seen it, but every time I think of Santa at Christmas on TV, that's the movie I'm thinking about. I also really like Goldie Hawn as Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's I'll jump in. That's my number one as well, because that is, it's just, and then to hear him talk about that role, how he's like, he's okay if that's the last role he ever plays. You know, he's great.
Compared to him coming back as Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China 2, right?
Well, he should do that for sure.
Of course.
But, but you're right. He plays he puts his own twist on Santa. The Santa isn't that just full gray beard. He's not a full-on battle Santa, but he's a Santa that guy could probably handle himself. You know, it's like I'm not going to push him when I walk by him. You know,
well, especially when I was J.K. Or the red one. I mean, that one's Simmons. Yeah, you don't want to mess with that Santa at all.
Simmons is a beast. Okay, so we're going to see if the internet agrees with us, because these are the right answers we've given you. But now we're going to see if the internet agrees with our right answers. So here we go. Let us go to this.
Hey, there he is.
Okay, so it's spoiler. It's going to show up there. All right, so now let's see here. Ranked. Here we go. The 10 greatest. Number 10, St. Francis. Not Saint Francis.
That's the Catholic Church. You just
Rudolph.
You offended them.
Rudolph. Okay, do you guys still watch this? People are still enamored with this claymation Rudolph.
Every year, I love it.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it's so cheeky, and I love every bit. I watch Rudolph. My kids love it, and it's stop motion.
How long is it?
And yeah, it's great. Oh gosh, it's not long. It's only like 40-something minutes, maybe.
I think. Yeah, we should watch that one.
I was going to say, I don't think Julia's ever watched it.
Really? It's fantastic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll put that on
our
list.
All right. That's number 10.
Okay.
All right. Going to number 9. Here we go. Another one. Douglas Seal, Ernest Saves Christmas.
We watched that last week. It was my daughter's first time watching Ernest Saves Christmas. We watched Ernest Scared Stupid during Halloween, and we watched Saves Christmas this year. They love it.
That's fantastic.
I've never seen this movie.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Yep.
This is 2.
It's
on.
We
need to watch.
It's streaming. Yeah.
Is it?
So,
yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what service it is, but yeah, it's streaming right now. It's great.
Okay, and then this one. Oh wow, Alec Baldwin, Rise of the Guardians. First off, didn't know that was Alec Baldwin. I don't think I have either.
I don't know.
A tattooed version of Santa that goes very full Viking and all that. Yeah, so I don't think I've seen that one.
So side note, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is 55 minutes. So
55 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And in stop motion time, that probably took 12 years.
And Zack Snyder makes it. It's 4.5 hours. Yes. Yeah.
Zack Snyder would have everyone going in slow motion. And then Tarantino did it, then everybody would be dead.
There'd be blood on the
How about the one Christmas Horror Story? That's a good one. Santa and Arrow's good. All right, number 7.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Kurt Russell, Christmas Chronicle. Look at that. That's first off,
Santa.
He used that exact outfit in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He did. Didn't change.
That same look.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Kurt Russell is known for Escape from New York, Hateful Eight, and The Thing. You know who I want to play?
And Big Trouble in Little China.
I know, right? I mean, don't you mention Tombstone and Big Trouble? Come on, man.
Jeez.
That's all right. Wait, affectionately referred to as Hot Santa by some? I don't.
Oh,
you guys, they need to start. They need to start hanging out with different people. If that's, I'm sorry, we have different friends. You weirdos. All right.
There you go.
David Harbour, Violent Night.
Yes.
He made the list.
Just walking down with a skate on his hand there. Yeah.
I don't think I remember that scene, but I imagine I know what happens. Very Happy Gilmore, right? Oh, okay.
Does not end well. Yes.
All right, let's go to 5. J.K. Simmons, Claus.
Nice.
All right. Okay, buffed up bench pressing red one. Yes, he was. All right. Oh, Ed Asner, Elf.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't think of that.
Santa.
He's number 4.
Well, when you think of Elf, you think of Will Ferrell and you think of his dad. I mean, you don't really think of Ed Asner's character. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I also think of a Tyrion Lannister.
Zooey Deschanel? Lannister. Gotcha. Yeah.
Tyrion. I forgot his name. That's what I think of. All right. Tim Allen, Santa Claus.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And then number 2, Paul Giamatti, Fred Claus. Really?
Have you seen it?
I think I've seen it.
I like Vince Vaughn.
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's been so. I've seen it once, and I think I haven't seen it since.
Yeah. Number 1.
I don't think I've seen it.
There you go.
Oh.
Hey.
Edmund Gwynn, Miracle on 34th Street. I mean, it's just, Dana, you got your homework.
That's Santa.
I've got to. That is Santa officially right there.
Yeah, so you've got to watch those.
And I've seen a lot of Santas in the business. That one is a Santa.
It is definitely a Santa. But okay, so that is this episode where we've touched on a lot of stuff right here, and you guys now know your best Santas. Yeah. So if you disagree, put them in the comments and let us know what your favorite Santa is, or your favorite Christmas movie, and if you're going to watch Die Hard this Christmas, because let's be honest, it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Set your alarm for 9:57 Christmas Eve.
And 3 seconds.
There
and 3 seconds.
All right, guys.
I couldn't do the 3 seconds on my alarm. I'm just going to have to remember that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you later. I'm Joey.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Dana.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.